first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25.
Here we go, set.
They go play action here on first down. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a 70-yard gain that gets him back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10.
This defense for the Saints, they were very good in the way we got us a week ago.
That's not half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
In motion left here, Marshall. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Carolina.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, 21.6 miles per hour.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The drive starts with a give to Spiller.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd and very short, Hurts completes it to Davis. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 10 yards, good for the Saints, first down.
The Saints at 5-3 now on the year. And they come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And the way they played last week defensively, when I watched the tape, I had to stop it a couple of times and count to make sure there were just 11 guys on their side of the field because they covered every angle and thoroughly shut down the other side, hold them just 7 points total. They do that again, that'll get the job done one more time in a big way.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Right back to Spiller on 2nd down.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. On 1st and 10 is Spiller. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 49 yards on the ground for him so far. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Now 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
This will be caught at about the 5. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Hurts sets up to throw it.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Hurts.
And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing at 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives, and they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now at 3rd and 6. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
On the ready?
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
We're all still valiantly searching for the so-called book, right, that tells us what to do in every situation. Everyone kind of knows what it says, but it's never really been written down anywhere. He violated every code on that one, didn't he? Deciding to go for it right there.
Oh, yeah, your side of the field, this stage of the game, you're supposed to punt the football. He said, who cares? I'm going to light the book on fire.
Yeah, analytics, everyone else, be what?
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Panthers 14, Saints 3. Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not all now joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
14, Saints 3.
To settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Throwing is Hurts. He gets this out to Spiller. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll try to run for it with Spiller. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Pass complete to Tolbert on the crossing route. And he's brought down. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On the sneak. It's Hurts. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Saints have got it back to within a score. And they wasted no time right down near the goal line, and they just sneak it in.
Just do what you need to do. Big guys going up front. Have the field general, the leader, just falling behind him.
Hurts will throw. And he'll get in for the 2 points. So that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Yeah, this is going to be a Panthers first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there, just like last play. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to air one out. This is intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss. And another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game. And the head coach said, I'll take him. I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offensive coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. There's Chris Olave. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. They run behind center with Spiller. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Derek Brown on the stop.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Pick it up. You're embarrassing us. Let's go now. Warrior 70.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Panthers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On play action, they'll throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Panthers going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So after the loss of down, they'll come up here with a 2nd and goal.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And the defense going to use the 1st of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half.
3rd and goal and still a long way from the end zone.
He'll look to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the 1st half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6.
So, Charles, they get to them with their 1st turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Okay, ready?
Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this 1st half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. So we come upon halftime. Intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you over to Orlando, standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop it for an 8-yard loss.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. It'll be a gain of 18 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Hurry.
He'll look to throw. Finds Spiller on the check down. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Spiller. A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
Hawk 70. Come back in.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. Now a handoff coming left to Spiller. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll set up to throw. He completes it to Olave. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 13-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
7 Pirates.
They'll look to throw here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think someone's going to get into QB1 here when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the 2nd person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, 2nd drive, not much better. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the
10 yards. That's another 6. 1st down.
They'll set up a throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 3 yards out. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. An out route there for the score. A quick out route there for the score.
Hey, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands. Knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
right.
They'll try and throw for it. And it'll be intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
2nd and 5. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Got an open man. It's Olave. And he is going to have a Saints first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. But first down, Hurts. He gets this out to Spiller. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like that.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Gabriel Davis, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And they will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Going up top. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
He's going to let it go again. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Benjamin St. Juste. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because
watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance. He's helping his team in a huge way.
And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Yeah, he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. And a tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. That's the former Buckeye Pete Warner getting the sack. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. They'll drop the throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
Taken from just outside the 30. That'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. A handoff to Spiller to begin the drive. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
165 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. They're leading the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Alert, alert.
They'll give to Spiller. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Isaiah Spiller, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. For CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because, to me, they look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. They're 3-4 in between the 20s, not down here in the red zone.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team moves it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sand. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing second and a mile.
And the entire time, you're probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, it's going to be tough for him to make up.
And getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 44 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. Back to throw again. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. A huge gain. Nice chunk of yardage. I think you will agree. Just a good decision right there. Goes for the safe play. Gets some yardage out of it.
And showed some toughness as well. As you noted, he stayed right in there. Solid rush was coming. Hung in there, took the hit, dumped it out to the outside, and now they pick up some yardage, and you have a back that's grateful to you and will continue to make plays.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Panthers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he's across for 2 points. Boy, a gutsy call right there, but the fake works. And they get the 2 instead of 1. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this game not quite over yet. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
60.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Hurts. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
A loss of 2 yards.
Here comes the Saints punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is caught. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. From the gun, a run by Spiller. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. I guess the simple question, why not just take it neither?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Finish to this one. I mean, this offense, they had it down there inside the red zone and ultimately couldn't execute that final snap to find the end zone.
Yeah, they're going to walk away from this one, and you know it's going to go through their heads the entire time until they get to play again. If we could only have that final snap to do over one more time, maybe with a different play call.
So for the Saints, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for Carolina, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town.
I'm really out for blood this time, look.